Yo, what's good everyone? It's Zigzag here. Welcome back to another Geoguessr video and welcome to a very, very special episode. Because this is the return of the Road to #1 series on my channel. A series that's had a good, almost year-long hiatus by this point. And which has only just become possible for me as they have added no moving and no moving panning or zooming jewels. Obviously these two are way better settings for me than moving, so I actually have a shot now and I'm way underrated, so there's really no stress on today's episode. Hopefully we make it a good one, a flawless one. But I say let's get into some jewels. I'm actually going to play one no moving one to start off with here, because I haven't played much Geoguessr recently. I just did a bunch of Indonesia practice, but apart from that, I'm a little bit rusty, so hopefully things go well. And so my plan for the series is to keep it on the main channel for the first week, see how you guys think of that, maybe some double uploads, maybe some unedited ones as well, and then I'll move it over to the second channel if it's not working too well. Otherwise, yeah. Okay, first one here is Senegal. It's quite green here. And I'm thinking that might mean we're closer towards Tunis, although, I mean, not Tunis, Dakar, but I'm not really sure. I'm just going to guess here. Would not be surprised if we were quite close to Dakar. It was just Tuba there. Opponent goes for the same guess. Did not catch their rating, but I think they were a tad higher than us. Santosh is hopefully, okay, about the same as us, actually, a little bit lower. But that's still good ELO gain if we are correct, or if we win. Here we are in Switzerland, got the low camera, got German language as well. We seem to be up in the mountains, so I'm thinking of just going here. The mountains are very big south of us there, and kind of average size north of us there. So I'm gonna just go like here, but maybe this is already too much into the mountains, I'm not really sure. On Switzerland, I'm not the best, so I just kind of click in near the middle and hope for the best. It's a country I will improve on eventually, but for now, I'm satisfied with, you know, only losing a couple hundred points at most. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. We could see these mountains in the distance, and there's 28 points, and our opponent, yeah, basically made the same guesses as twice in a row by now. But this looks like it might be Indonesia, maybe, so that could be good for us. It is. We have these very interesting houses. This looks like it. Ooh, we have a lot of rock walls as well, and a bay to our south. White tags here. I wonder. I think. Oh! This is the one that looks like Iceland that Kodiak was talking about in his recent tutorial. This island here, or this island here. I believe it's like one of these ones. I think we see ridges like that here. I'm gonna guess there, but it's somewhere in this region, and I think our opponent is kind of unlikely to know that, if he even knows it's Indonesia. It's kind of a difficult round, so we'll see here. I do remember it was one of these. We'll have to find out which one. But yeah, these kind of like flat ridge mountains. Meanwhile, we got Indonesian pole tops, and wowee, we 5K'd, yeah. And our opponent, unsurprisingly, goes Mexico. Did kind of look like Mexico, so yeah, that's kind of a tough one. Indonesia practice paying off. What can I say, guys? Immediately showing the goods. Okay, next one here is kind of difficult though. We have French, maybe. Looks like it might say Roux. Yeah, so I'm thinking Quebec here for that reason. It kind of feels a bit further north here as well. I do wonder about up even all the way north, but I'm thinking of just hedging it like here. This probably is a good enough guess. But did we see anything else now that we've made our guess? We have no front plates, which is something that everyone should know for Quebec, because Ontario uses front plates, but everything Quebec and East doesn't, apart from New Brunswick, which used to. And it was indeed Southern Quebec, Sherbrooke there, and our opponent, he goes out in Calgary, so it's knockout damage there. Honestly, pretty light work. I think actually no moving is going to be more consistent. But you guys know I love no moving, panning, or zooming, so we'll move into a bit of that. You guys gotta let me know which you prefer to see. Obviously, I can explain more on no moving, but I'm probably better on NMPZ. We're against Sadzu here, who is a very good player, definitely my equal, if not better, so we have to play nicely here. But no stress, because we are lower ranked. Okay, this is a hanging sign, which I believe would be found in Malaysia. And is it like Sandakan here? I think this kind of, actually, Concrete Road works for Sandakan here. And it was Sandakan there, and our opponent, Sadzu, goes in Cebu, so immediately a great start here. And yeah, he's a bit shocked about that, apparently. But you know, you just gotta learn your Malaysia. And are we back? No, we're in Ecuador this time. And I think that we might be east of the Andes here, judging by the slight hilliness. Could actually be west of Andes on this side, but the single yellow line does indicate we might be somewhere out here. East, southeast road angle here, so, I mean, it's not really fitting for where we've clicked, but maybe like this side. That could be a nice, good hedge as well. I'm gonna go there. And okay, was out there. Really good start here. Actually, that was the second place I would have gone, so not a terrible guess by him by any stretch. But yeah, the single yellow line does indicate there. Hopefully, the Maltese are not too unkind to us here, because we've started really nicely, but you know it's not going to end that way. Okay, we got poplars here, and it kind of looks like the middle of Turkey to me. That's really the way it looks to me here. I'm just going to click middle Turkey, like on the name, and I think that should be decent. And we go for the same guess, but it's actually Georgia border. We're literally looking into Georgia there, which is pretty crazy. But he does his first damage, okay. Sadziu, yeah, one of the best Polish players for sure. You can see he's very high rated. Okay, we're in Chile here. We shouldn't be too far from Santiago, I thought, but looking at that house, it feels a bit more south to me. So that's kind of the question here. We have a cactus there, so yeah, that does lead me a bit further north again. I'm gonna go Curico, I think. It's actually it's kind of difficult here. I'm gonna go Curico. I think it's a decent guess here, and it was a bit further north there. That's good. He just goes Concepcion. I mean, these kind of eucalypts are really common there, but definitely the Maltese have been. I mean, we would have been better off with these Maltese later on, but it's cool. It's cool. Okay, next one here. Is it India? I think so. It looks like probably. We have, he's crying. We have, like a lot of pines, which makes me lean north here. Could this be anywhere else? Am I missing something? I think it is India, and I think it is north stuff. I'm going to go Himachal Pradesh here. But, I mean, this could be south stuff, I don't know. Okay, is there? Again, we're doing really nicely here, guys. I think this almost might be knockout. 2.3k. It's been a real good game. It's been a real nice duel here. This has been probably easier than most times I would play Sadziu, I imagine. And here we are in Netherlands. We have a slight hill, which is kind of interesting. I think that probably places us near the coast. I'm going to go on... I thought about this island here. I'm going to do that, actually. And it was that area. And we do more damage here. Oh, man, it's just really all going our way on this duel. We only took damage on the Turkey, where we both middle hedged. And this is Australia. Sure, we finish it off here. Should be, I guess... he said GG already. This should be Queensland, yeah. But I don't know. It's kind of generic. It's kind of just middle Queensland here, so I'm going to go, like, outside of Rockhampton? I feel like this is a good guess. I mean, yeah, okay, it's GG. Indeed. Yeah, it should be enough damage. So GG's to Sadziu there. I mean, we really played nicely there. And it's going to be obviously hefty points, 27. I mean, unlucky to Sadziu to queue into me, to be honest. We're against Figsy here, who is actually rated the same as me. He's someone who drops into the streams a lot, a YouTuber himself. And let's see how we go. So is this Panhandle Argentina? I believe so. Kind of looks like exactly Brazil, but a lot of the coverage is a bit further south in the Panhandle, so... yeah, we'll have to see how he goes. Ooh, really good guess from him, but both kind of just hedging there. Figsy, how's he going to play? I see him in Twitch chats a lot, so he watches a lot of Geoguessr stuff. But I would assume he's probably just, yeah, about a 1.2k rated player. That probably makes sense. Okay, where are we? The fence is definitely strange. We're in France, though. Should be southern. Could be Corsica, although I consider it a bit less likely than just mainland here. I'm going to go in for the guess here. Could it ever be Spain, actually? Now that I look at it again, I don't see any eucalypts unless they... maybe this is Spain, because these houses are sus for France. I think I guessed too prematurely here. I think we're actually out here, but he might not get it himself. Yeah, it was Spain there. He goes Italy. I mean, obviously we could have picked up another 2,000 points there, so it's a little disappointing. But fortunately, we didn't make that guess against a higher rated player, because we want every point we can get. But okay, next one here, we are in... Finland. What is the vibes here? How far up is this? I think it's literally just middle and east, maybe. Oh, it is middle and east. Wow, man. If I really put my mind to it around, sometimes I pop off for real. It's true. But the grind has not even started yet. I do think I can actually make it to #1 in this series, guys, but it's going to require me to, when I take time off work, then I think things get really serious, but... and then I'll be able to film, a couple of episodes a day if people want, But, okay, here we are, black car. We're driving right. We got darker back of the signs here, but I think it looks actually like Spain or Portugal. And I think it's just Spain. It should be. Yeah, it is just Spain. Not sure where, though. I'm going to go here. Yeah, actually, this vegetation almost gives north vibes again. Similar kind of area. But then again, it could just be like, because we're a bit high altitude. Yeah, it was north vibes again. Oh my gosh. Always figured out what it was after I guessed on the Spains so far, but it's a good guess from him. He actually gets the vibes better than I did, for sure. Next one here. Are we in the UK? We are. We've got a yellow rear plate there. This almost feels a bit Scottish, but not quite. I'm going to click in this kind of region here. What is that? Yorkshire Dales, somewhere in this kind of region, I think is pretty decent. It could just be Scotland as well, though. We'll see. And it could be Wales as well, but I thought that was probably the least likely of the three, and it was. Okay, nice guess from him. So actually, it's not gone as one-sided as against the pro here, because I don't know, it's not been as favorable of the seed. The last one, I really just knew everything somehow. Okay, this is obviously that kind of West Ecuador shitcam cap coverage that you get quite commonly these days. If I had to say, it's probably a bit further north than what I clicked, but it is really common around Guayaquil, so why not? Yeah, man. I think there is something where against a better opponent, I also lock in a bit more. But yeah, Figsy, I mean, at that rating, anyone's capable of beating me, so we actually can't just be making frivolous guesses. Next one here. We are recording, I just checked. Okay, we are going northwest on the divided highway in Jordan here, I'm assuming. Yeah, it is Jordan. And it feels a bit further south. Definitely does kind of feel a little barren and wastelandish. This is probably the angle here, I imagine. Do we have a... Yeah, I think this is... And we don't see a city, though, or a town. I think this might be the angle here. I'm gonna go for that. Let's try it. It was a bit further up. So he goes a bit further south. It definitely looked very barren, but, I mean, there were just more road angles that made sense halfway up. So, yeah, that was a good little call from me there. Happy with that. Are we in Indo? So... I have no idea what those poles are. I mean, the palms would make sense, but nah. The poles are very strange, admittedly. Where is this then? I'm missing something, I'm sure. I mean, I think it has to be Indo with the poles. So I'm just kind of wondering where I actually guess here. Maybe it is just Sumatra, which is my first thought. I don't think the pole, I mean, the pole just has to be Indo. Yeah, it does. So, don't know where. Is it like up in the mountains here? Is it up in the mountains here? I think it's all in all most likely to be North Sumatra. No, but the pole, so West Sumatra. We're guessing up in the mountains in West Sumatra here. Risky guess. I'm going for what I think it is. He could knock me out. Oh, and it's actually, oh, it's Maluku. I thought of that. Did not think it was actually going to be there, though. 2.8k. He goes Brazil. Missed the pole top there. Pole top just had to be Indo, but it makes sense why I didn't know where it was, because that was all the way out in the new coverage, in case you're not familiar. Okay, where are we now? Probably Johannesburg. It is on a bit of a hill. Melbourne's Palace. Pole top, or it could be Cape Town, you know, but I don't... What's that hill there? East of us, we have some kind of weird hill there. I don't think it's Cape Town, all in all. Even though the pole top could certainly make sense. We could hedge middle here, or we could go Pretoria. I think with this health advantage, we just go Bloemfontein. And it was Pretoria, but we are a decent amount closer here. Not enough to knock him out, but 800 points, man. Yeah, it definitely looked like Pretoria. I just didn't want it to be Cape Town and we get knocked out, and I think I did the maths right for that, but yeah, who knows. Next one here, are we in Uganda or Kenya? It gives me Uganda vibes, but those hills are rather big for Uganda, surely. Does it say anywhere? I mean, I'm tempted to exit full screen, but I think I'll stay kosher and stay in full screen here. Safaricom is Kenyan. So yeah, I'm thinking this is Kenya. And I'm just going to guess south of Nairobi, because that's where a lot of the dry stuff is, but yeah, this is a big hedge for everywhere in Kenya. But I am pretty sure it is Kenya, though. And it was Kenya near Nairobi. Okay, nice. That is GG's there to Figsy. I mean, really nicely played there, it must be admitted. Even though he took 500 points only off me, it was a fairly competitive duel, all in all. He could have gotten me on the Indo game. Okay, we're back against Sadzu here. I bought him below 1.5k. So we'll give him wave this time. And where are we? Hopefully we play just as well as we did last time. This looks like Hungary to me. 2021 copyright. Are we actually in Omsk here? I think I'm going to go straight for it here, guys. He might not realize it, but 2021 coverage... yeah, oh bro, tunnel vision so hard. Of course, it's super common in Hungary. But then again, I did see trees in the background, which I really thought were Omsk trees. Okay, so now we have to lock in. Obviously, we don't lose too much against Sadzu, but we still want to win. Chhattisgarh or what here? I think it might be actually Maharashtra dryness here. I think I'm going to go Maharashtra dryness. This could be like here, maybe. Okay, it was actually Chhattisgarh, yeah, like I initially said. I still am yet to... Oh, we had Chhattisgarh polls. Whoops. Yeah. I mean, not exclusive to there, but still, definitely could have gone there if I saw those in the background. And we had 10 extra seconds, so I should have looked. This is... Why do I think this is actually Ecuador? think there's the Ecuadorian bollards, you know. I mean, it's a weird Ecuador, though. I might be throwing here. Where's the sun? Sun's more north, maybe? Is it actually? I think, yeah, they're Ecuadorian bollards, so we have to be South Ecuador. We should be, like, right here, I guess. If I have to be reading it correctly, surely. Oh, it was somehow north of Quito there. Well, you know, at least he got it wrong, too. That's a crazy bit of dryness there. Yeah, nothing. Okay. So we are fairly behind here. We are in Spain. Not a good country for me. Feels more like North Spain to me. We've got a bit of brick architecture peeking through. Bit of cobblestone as well. Think I'm going to hedge it here and say we are like... Okay, he's guessing. He's gone fast. He's trying to put the pressure on. Yeah, I do think it's north of Madrid somewhere. I'm just not really sure where. I'm going to hedge it like towards Zaragoza. And it was more towards where I had it. So yeah, more damage, but pre-multis. So we are still with 1,000 points in the bank. Gosh, that freaking Omsk round that was in Hungary, which I immediately recognized as Hungary if you go back and look. But I got gaslit by it. Copyright. It does annoy me. Okay, I've immediately gone Eswa here. I assume it's there. I mean, yeah, the rocks on the hills should be Eswatini ones, but it's not actually the easiest round. He, of course, gets it. I mean, against a lesser opponent, I think it could have been a miss. But Sadziu, yeah, despite the first game, is, as I've said multiple times, very strong. Okay, next one here. We have a bit of Misiones province in Argentina, I would say here. Again, I'm going to hedge a bit further south, because that's where most of the coverage is. He hedges south as well. And yeah, so it's been basically the exact same guesses with a few better ones from him since the blunder. So it's just been chipping me down. We're in Germany here. And we have an Austrian, a Canadian, a Italian flag. The mountain is kind of northeasterly here. We have one of these. Can they be found sometimes Western Austria? I think I've heard that they can be found Western Austria too. But I think this looks more like kind of just around here somewhere. So I'm just going to go there. Okay, well, Southern Austria definitely look like Czechia, so understand the guess. And we are closer, so we don't get flawless, which I'm always pleased not to get flawless. You know, you have to at least be close once or twice. And here we have an interesting one. It should be somewhere in Europe. And yeah, I don't think I can win here, but I could be closer for sure. I think it's actually just... I do think that this is going to be somewhere in Finland, as he puts me in. And I think it's maybe just in the middle again. Like here, maybe. Or maybe a bit further north. The trees are pretty big. I'm going to go here. Oh, wow. Does he knock me out there? Not quite. Stockholm area. Triple damage, 648. Okay, we need a big country. Otherwise, we are done for. And we get Austria. Not the country I wanted, if it even is Austria. And I guess we're in Slovenia here. Let's just go in. Just going to go here. This should be like, I guess, my main hedge area. Was the other south, and that is GG's. So basically, gets me one back on me there, does Sadziu. But of course, we're underrated, so we only lose 7. We'll go for one more here for the inaugural episode. And hopefully we face Sadziu again, because we can gain some points off that. But that was a very bad one. We literally had Hungarian Poles. And I got excited and tried to put him in. Okay, right, it's Kale Salad for our final game here. Fellow Aussie, rated the same as me, but I think Kale is probably a bit better than a 1.2k rated player. And here we are, we're near Kapiri and Charanya. And I think these are out here somewhere, presumably. But Chapiri. I think I'm just going to guess here, because he's better at scanning than I am, and it looks like it should be somewhere in that direction. But yeah, regardless, Kale Salad, been around for quite a long time now, New South Welshman, and quite good at the game. So could definitely lose here, especially on ACW. Was indeed near La Paz there. He hedges in Peru. We had the, the Bolivian signposts that are a bit thicker wood ones, but did kind of look like Peru, to be fair. And it was close. Next one here is in Sydney. Yeah, I feel like I've maybe even been here. Do we have the suburb name? No. But I feel like this is not too far from the city. It kind of reminds me of like Leichhardt, where I've been before, so I might just guess there, in case it is a crazy guess, like Ashfield. Do we have a church there? Do we have a church there? I mean, we're kind of like going west, northwest, so let's go here. St. James. I don't think we're at St. James, but oh my goodness. I have been in there in real life, I assume. It's a nice little guess. And he's got the crazy face on. Yeah, okay, so that's like one of the only parts of Sydney I'm actually familiar with, and it did kind of look like that, so not a surprise. Next one here, we're in Indo, the country I've been practicing. Not gonna look at any of that, and yeah, it's not gonna be useful to me here, I think. No. So, what does the landscape look like? Also cassava. And we have a Muslim lady, and we have a bit of red soil. Oh, we have one of those roofs, those special roofs. I'm going to go bunker here. Those are really common in bunker, and it does kind of look like that, or South Sumatra. Yeah, I think it looks like Sumatra anyway, and it was actually Makassar there. Interesting. So the roof lied. Not that they're that consistent, but yeah, a good guess from Kale, getting closer, although I definitely wouldn't have gone there mainland, or on Sulawesi, so yeah. Next one here. It's going to be somewhere in DR. Which one do I think is most likely? Is it De los Caballeros? It's very hilly, so I guess we'll just head De los Caballeros. And it was Santo Domingo, but yeah, it's the less hilly of the cities, Santo Domingo, so I guess it makes sense that we both went up here. Although the palm tree kind of looked like it. Okay, Australia is actually worse for me when I'm against Kale. He's going to be better than me at Oz generally. What is this pole top? I don't even recognize it at all. We have white car. So I guess we're in Queensland, but it feels quite like New South Wales, so I'm not going to go too far in. I'm just going to go up like here. Should be a decent enough guess, I think. And it was a bit further north there, that makes sense, but yeah, negligible points. I'm happy with that result. And he is in the lead here, that's for sure. I can't remember where did he gain his points. Oh, the Indo round, that's right. Okay, here we go. And we are in Colombia or Chile or something here, South American. I think Colombia made most sense, but the architecture is definitely interesting. Well, I think it is Colombia. I'm going to put him in here. If it's Chile, so be it. I think the hill in the background looks very Colombian, the way it's very grassy, bit tropical looking, but also a bit elevated looking. And the architecture is just a bit strange, so we could catch him out here, I think, if I'm right. Could be like New Zealand or something as well, I suppose. And it was indeed southern Colombia there. He goes Chile, my second thought, and it is GG's there. So there we go. That is the end of the first episode. Guys, you gotta subscribe. Also, go and subscribe to my second channel, Geoguessr Explained, where I'm going to be posting a bunch of these, presumably in the future, if it doesn't work out on the main channel. So stay informed there. Guys, do subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Road to Number 1. Till next time, and goodbye.